from an Irish perspective is we've benefited enormously from legislation that's been handed down to us in many ways from the European Union and by extension through work done by Eurofound. So if you look at employment equality, employment rights, health and safety legislation, equality legislation in Ireland, we've benefited enormously from the leadership and the guidance of the European Union. And as a result, employment in Ireland, workplaces, employment environments are far superior to what they were even when I was growing up or when I started work. And Eurofound's work underpins all of that policy that actually comes into fruition in places like Ireland. And I think all too often people see Europe as other, as we're Ireland and Europe, when in fact we are of course the one. And one of the things I say as a politician to people all the time is, if you're unhappy with the European policy, don't blame Europe. Oh well, Brussels did that or Europe did that. We make those decisions as well. We're part of that collective decision-making process, and actually Ireland has played its part in making those decisions. So showing people from the very get-go, particularly young kids, that they're part of Europe, that Europe belongs to them, and that the European Union and its institutions work for their best interests is really important. I think actually one of the things we do as national politicians is we don't avail of the resources we have at the European level enough. I'm chair of the European Union Affairs Committee in the Oireachtas, and it's one of the things we're going to be looking at in the next few years, particularly as we approach the Irish presidency next year, is how can Irish political institutions, Irish individual politicians and Irish communities benefit more from the wealth of experience, information and resources that we have at a European level. They don't have enough information, I think, in that space, but that's down to us, and we need to make sure they get that information so they can know what's available to them and get the most from it.